All right, welcome back to Missing Persons TV. I'm Brian Ladd with my co-host Deborah. Today's Thursday, July 2nd, 2009, 9:44 p.m. We have 3 cases to discuss tonight, and then we have 2 updates on 2 ongoing cases involving Gail St. John out there searching. On the phone with me, I have Kevin Doyle, and I have Gail St. John and Deborah as usual. So how you guys doing?
Good.
Okay, that's Gail. She's doing good.
Great.
Kevin's doing great. Deborah, how are you?
I'm doing just wonderful. How are you doing?
Fine. I got a cat today, a little kitty. I was going to show him to you, or her. I don't want to wake her. Okay, she's right here. If you don't have your...
you want to share with everyone the latest place to get your kitties?
Yeah, Food Lion. Somebody was giving away free kittens at Food Lion, so I decided to take one, even though we really don't need any more cats. But we haven't named it yet. I think my wife wants to call it Virginia. Samuel and Brandon love it, and Allison's actually really good with it too. A very nice kitty. Mostly all white. It's got like a black tail. Oh, yep, up there. It's kind of hard to see in the since it's so white. A little closer. There we go. There we go. Smile. There we go.
Aww.
Okay, that's enough. Now the dogs are barking. Okay. That said, there's the cat. It's going back to sleep. Gail, you're still in Orlando, right?
Yes.
And
Still in Orlando.
okay, and we're still searching for Tracy Ocasio, Jennifer Kesse, Michael McCarty. How is that going?
Very slow. We've had some really bad weather here, so we got rained out a good many days. We had to quit because of rain.
Okay.
We have checked out everything, tips that everyone sent in. So we've been very busy, checking out the tips, making sure that we're getting all the tips that have been emailed to me. As well as checking out the spots of our own. Now, the one spot we had a problem with in the beginning, I still have some issues with it. We're trying our best to find someone to go back with us. So far, we have found no male volunteer that will go back there with us.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure how I can help you out there. All the notes and the tips that you've been receiving, I've been posting copies of that on the case file, as well as the areas that you've been searching as far as the lakes go. And then now you went out to Lake Blanchard, I think, but you didn't really get a chance to search it too much because of the rain.
Well, actually, it's not called Lake Blanchard. It's called Lake Bennett. Big sign says it.
Okay.
But it's the same. It's the thing.
Well,
that
Google Earth calls it.
That's where I'd been for 2 days.
Okay, that's right north of Colonial.
I've been there for 2 days in that same place.
North of Colonial Drive, though, right? Colonial and
right.
Bulford Avenue.
And Bluford.
Bluford. Okay.
Yeah, and I've been there for 2 days straight.
Okay.
Searching.
And
it's a huge enough area.
Cemetery to the north. That was the one, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah,
So Stark Lake.
I even went through the cemetery.
Okay, Stark Lake.
I checked out Stark. Yeah.
Okay. There's a news report from Welsh that a psychic called in, put a tip on, I believe, contacted her parents. Said she could possibly be in some type of mounds near the high school. You checked it out, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I actually was there the other day.
Okay.
Before that tip came in, checked that out.
Okay.
I mean, checked stuff out. I saw nothing, felt nothing in that area. So, I mean, it doesn't mean I can't be wrong.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Well, it's been checked out too, and looking at the story, I think that the police may have looked into that too. I'm not sure.
Well, and also I hear that TES was there too.
Okay, TES was at the. Any reason for the high school though?
There had been a lot of construction right there in that area.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right, I put a little note on the case file in case
that's the only thing I could figure.
All right, if that psychic gets anything, please contact us. We'd be willing to post that. Obviously, you can stay anonymous. We just want your information. Of course, that didn't go to us. That actually went to the family, and then we got that from the news article that somebody had sent us. So thank you for checking that out. Jennifer Kesse, what do you think? Anything new?
No. When I was in the Conroy area where you asked me to go, the only issue I found was the 6-foot fence, which I can't get in on. But I've tried to find, way into different places. So far nothing, but
Okay.
I'm working on it.
Michael McCarty. Do you think that these two cases, or at least one of them, is related? I don't. But I don't know what you've got.
I don't. No,
okay.
no. Personally, I don't.
Okay. Now, we talked about this before. Jennifer Kesse and Tracy Ocasio, related or not?
That's where you and I gotta agree to disagree.
Okay. Well, then that's fine. So you disagree with me, or okay? You think there's any relation at all? Okay.
No.
Well, then I'm just gonna hang up on you now. I'm sorry, but I'm right. No, okay, that's great.
You're fired.
Yeah, I cannot tell you though. Just looking at what I have, I firmly believe these cases are related, and possibly to some other ones.
The only reason why I say it is because I originally worked that case when it first happened, and
Well,
I was
so did
in
I.
contact with the parents.
Right.
I was in contact with the parents and the fiance at the time.
Okay.
And the guy I saw didn't look like the guy that's responsible for Tracy.
Okay. Well, right. That's true, but I don't think that guy.
Either one of us could be wrong.
Right. I opened this case in February 10th. February 10th of 2006. I saw that picture of that guy, but I don't think that guy has anything to do with these cases. Seriously. Looking at it, the guy I have is a cross-dresser. I've got his description up here, and I've drawn him several times in both cases.
Well,
that's what I'm saying.
He might have been the guy that I ran into.
It could be.
He might have been the guy I ran into in the woods.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
With Tracy Ocasio, I mean, some type of Korean symbols, and then there's a there's a star, and it's not the Jewish star. I think it's like a pentagram. In that, I think, if I look at this other cases, there's just too much stuff in common for me to not think these cases are related. So anyways, I think the guy they're looking for is drawn in both of these cases. The description's there, possibly where he works, and his age. I believe his age would be 23 right now. Could have a criminal history of shoplifting, maybe some other crimes along those lines, but nothing major like that. And like I said, cross-dresser. And I just think they're related, Gail. Yeah, I'm open.
Like
I'm open for everything.
It very well could be.
Okay, I'm open for everything.
I'm just not seeing it.
Okay. I don't know why these pictures aren't showing up in this case again, but either way, so you're down there searching. When are you leaving?
I will leave to go back to Ohio on July 5th.
Okay, well that's in like 2 days, 3 days. Really, you've only got another 2 days of searching then. Okay. So have you been contacted by anybody as far as interviews, or have you done any interviews or anything, or has anybody called you and said, "Hey, do you need some help"?
No.
Okay.
It's just been me and Cindy. That's it.
Okay.
Working alone.
Okay. It would definitely be, to everybody's benefit if some people want to, contact you and help you search, because there's only 2 of you, and you can't really cover that much ground, but at least you're covering ground. At least you're down there doing something. So, good job. And we hope you find something soon. Okay.
Like I said, we're doing the best we can, but you got only 2 of us covering vast areas, checking out all the tips that everyone sends in, and there's been a lot. So
I've got 5 tips
doing this entire job.
Okay. Well, I wish you had more help. I'm not really sure what we can do at this point. You're leaving in a couple days, but if you guys want to help, please go to psychicgail.com. You can contact her from there, because they definitely need the help. Gail, I was going to ask you another question. You've been working missing person cases for 30 years now, right?
Yes.
Okay. You've been on Larry King Live, Geraldo Rivera,
Yes.
Issues with Jane Velez, right? You've been on that one?
Yes. Yep, sure have.
What else? Nancy Grace, several times, right? And then
about 7.
7 times. I know you turned her down a couple times, so about 7 times. Dozens of local media, radio, talk shows, everything else. Chip Coffey has his own TV show, right? John Edwards
Sure
has
does.
John Edwards has his own TV show. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Sylvia Browne had her own TV show.
Right.
Where is
Yeah.
your TV show?
I suppose if I'd get out of the woods, I might have a TV show, but I'm a little too busy searching for missing persons.
Okay. So, what I'm trying to say is that I think hopefully there's some good news for you that's coming really soon. And we all do wish, everybody's rooting for you for the show to be very successful. I know the pilot hasn't even been shot yet, but that's what I wanted to point out. That, none of these psychics have.
It's you and I too. We both.
Well, that's true. That's true. But
We
the
have
show
all
is
worked so hard.
right.
We have all worked so hard to work on missing persons cases, right or wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Still out there doing the best job that we can do, and free.
Yeah, free.
And a lot of people think you're out here getting rich.
No.
Very free. We've worked free, always, and always will work free.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's for the benefit of missing persons. Getting the show going is going to just be a fantastic outlet to help cases, especially cases like Aji, where he's not getting the coverage, and other people that are not getting the coverage that they need.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Okay.
that's something I'm happy
So
about.
everybody.
Do I really care about the show myself? No.
No, but it's nice. It'll be something different for you. Well, I know you had some other unfortunate experiences, but hopefully all that's in the past. This will get done right this time, and we wish you the best.
I'm hoping.
And we're all here to help. And I'll be happy to fly any airplane you want me to, right to the scene of the crash. But I just want to say that, and we really do appreciate what you're doing, Gail. Just like I said, leave the negative stuff out. We think you're doing good, doing a great job. I mean, you go to these locations. I mean, you're in Florida right now. You've been there. I don't know how many times. You've been to Nevada. You've been to California. You've been to Arizona. You've been to Ohio. You've been to Michigan.
This is my 6th time back here.
Okay,
in
6
2
times.
years. 7th time back here in 2 years.
Okay. Well, I think some people up there are noticing, and then I think that your show will be a success because I think that a TV show dedicated, a reality-based TV show dedicated to, psychics working with local law enforcement, guys that have dreams, private detectives, and everything else like that. Everything coming together, and not just saying, "Well, that's crazy. That can't happen. We don't even want to check that out." Everybody, looking at putting stuff together. And taking everything you got, putting it together to help find a missing person. And that's really, it is, the common sense, that's probably the best way to do it. So I think that's great. And then to film something like that would not only bring attention to that case, but to other cases as well.
Right.
So it's a win-win situation. I think that's great. And I think that people would love to watch it because as far as I know, there's nothing on TV like it. There's psychic detectives and there's stuff like that, but they're not actually just specifying in missing person cases. They're not actually, showing you what you do, what's all involved into going to look for a missing person and how you do it psychically, and then how you do it from with the cadaver dogs, with search teams and SAR and local police and all that, and how that gets along. And I think that some of the shows showing the police's reactions to psychics, saying they're whatever. I think all that would make good TV. And then people disagreeing. We do that every day. But I'm just saying, stuff like that would be great. And you don't always find somebody, and you don't always find somebody on each episode either. But I think that'll be great. So hats off, and I think this will be really good for you this time. So, anyways, that was it.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Deborah, you want to say anything?
Just as far as updates go, it seems that law enforcement is very busy still trying, to do the best they can for Tracy's case. I had received an update from Goins that septic tank was drained again, and there was no results from that today.
Right. I don't think she's in a septic tank.
They keep trying to, find whatever, they think James Hadaway has done or could have done. And so far they're coming up empty. And now Avon in chat has just said that Tracy's dad said today that he's contacting TES again. Okay. So,
I sure wish TES would go out there and help search for Aji, because he's missing too. And TES has already been out there.
I wish they would too. I don't know what.
They're so sure that this one guy's done this. Okay. Yeah. Well, All right. Anything else,
one
Deb?
wants to find the little dude except for Gail, it seems.
I guess so. Okay, thank you, Gail. Get some sleep and get out there early in the morning and start searching again.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
I thank everyone out here for listening.
You're welcome. And everybody says, thank you for doing what you're doing too. Remember, that's Psychic Gail. Gail's GALE.com. And you can, if you want to, for updates of what she's doing, as she does it, it's twitter.com /Psychic Gail. So once again, thank you, Gail. And I'll call you tonight.
You're welcome. Good night, everyone.
Okay.
Right,
well, I guess I won't call you tonight.
Gail.
Sorry. I'll give you a call tomorrow. Or you call me or whatever.
All right.
Take care, Gail.
Thanks, Kevin. Good night, Deb. Good night, Kevin. Night, Brian.
Night.
Night.
Gail.
Okay, let's get started with our cases. Our first case is case number 699. This is for Janice Fullam. The case was opened March 14th of 2009. Deborah, what information do we have for Janice?
Janice's case is one that was requested by Gail. She asked that you help on this case.
Okay.
Janice Fullam has been missing since October 30th, 1981 from Smithtown, New York. She's listed as endangered missing. Her date of birth is May 14th of 1964. 17 at the time that she went missing. 45 years old now. Did I do the math right? I think I did. 5 feet 7 inches tall, 120 pounds. Caucasian female, brown hair, green eyes. Her hair was frosted at the time that she went missing. She does have an overbite, and her nickname is Bucky. Last time she was seen, she was leaving her family's home. Smithtown, Long Island is where she's missing from, and that was during the evening on October 30th of 81. She was planning to meet up with her brother.
Okay.
And she never showed up there, and they never heard from her again. At the time that she went missing, she was wanted by cops for a drug charge, and they think that she could have dropped out of sight to avoid being arrested, but they were never able to prove that. And there's really not much more than that on her case. Would you like to share what you have for her case?
Yeah. I'm going to get this page open here. Yeah, I've got several dream drawings, and a drawing of a gentleman that's actually wearing a suit. The first one says, was 36 when he took Janice from Plymouth Road, blue jacket, 1/4 mile, was car salesman in Yonkers. So I'm thinking this guy right here is, he's at work, and the picture that I have, he wears glasses, maybe he's in his mid-30s, suit and tie. And the notes here, it says Yonkers is in New York, and this is a drawing of a man that took Janice and what he looked like when he did it. Okay, that kind of confirms what I just said. The next one says, he watches his victims from track at school. Martin was taken from Dubs. He gives them drugs at Hollow Avenue. Notes there, says same man may have taken another child named Martin. It says Martin was taken from Dubs. The third one says Janice went with him, blue door, car. Both children are at Mill Road in New York. And then there's a drawing of a power box there. Looking at the second dream drawing, that is a symbol of death. Let's see on here. There's some type of box drawn that could be that power box. Some homes that have underground utilities, that there are boxes in the front yard. Maybe that's what that is. That's what it looks like to me. I did find a location. Well, I've got Yonkers and I've got those roads, so I did find a map and posted that. And then there were some news articles here from the newspaper. And we did a radio show on this, I believe, with Gail back in March, I guess. That's all I have on this case. Anything else?
I don't have anything else.
Okay. Kevin, no, you didn't work this case. Do you have anything you want to add on this? I know you're going to be working this. We just want to wait till you get your results.
Yeah, Brian.
Okay. If you can pick up anything on any one of these cases while we're doing them, just jump in and let me know. Other than that,
You mean like an instant meditation deal?
Whatever you can do. So anything that you can get, while you're doing this, if you just Skype me or just let me know or whatever. We're going to cover 2 more cases. Okay. All right, our next case is case number 701. This is Branson Kane Perry. The case was opened March 14th of 2009. I have dream drawings. One, two. Only 2 dream drawings. Not much information. Deborah, what do you have?
This is another case that Gail asked for your help on.
Okay.
Branson Kane Perry has been missing since April 11th of 2001 from Skidmore, Missouri. He's listed as endangered and missing. Dated February 24th, 1981. 20 years old at the time. Would be 28 years old now. 5 feet 9 inches tall, 155 pounds. Caucasian male with blonde hair and blue eyes. Some of the databases and agencies may list his middle name as K-A-Y-E, instead of Kane, K-A-Y-N-E. He wears his hair very short and he occasionally shaves his hair off. He has a small scar on the upper part of his right cheek and a small scar on his left knee. He has had his wisdom teeth removed and he has fillings in his other teeth. He's right-handed. They say that he wears size 32 waist for his shorts or pants, size medium to large t-shirt. It gives you an idea of the kind of build.
Mm-hmm.
Necklaces and leather trinkets or chains with arrowheads on them are things that he likes to wear. He does have a medical condition. They refer to it as a racing heart condition, and he's also allergic to penicillin.
Okay.
The last time that Branson was seen, he was in his home in the 300 block of West Oak Street in Skidmore, Missouri, and that was about 3 in the afternoon on April 11th of 2001. He went outside to put some jumper cables in the shed, and they thought he would be right back, but he never came back in, and they never heard from him again. The family says that it's not normal for him to be out of touch with them or his friends for more than a few days at a time. He was reported missing on April 17th, and that was 6 days after he went missing. He left his van and all of his belongings behind when he went missing. The jumper cables that he had gone outside to put in the shed were not in the shed the first time the police checked for them. 2 weeks later, though, they were found just inside of the shed door, just on the, just set right inside there. So to begin with, they weren't there, but then they were 2 weeks later. That's kind of odd. At the time that Branson went missing, he was living with his dad. His parents are divorced. His father was in the hospital on the day that he went missing, but he was expected to come home shortly. And Branson wanted to make sure that the house was cleaned up and ready for his dad coming home from the hospital, and he asked a friend to help him do that. And there were also 2 men at the family's home working on Branson's dad's car to repair it because it had a broken alternator. So, there's, other people that may have seen something, may know something, but, they're not exactly sure who those people are. Branson had graduated from Nottoway Holt High School in 1999, and he was working at a roofing company and also a traveling petting zoo. That sounds like a fun job there, a petting zoo. Mm-hmm. He was unemployed at the time when he went missing, though. They say that he's a non-smoker, he is a weightlifter, and he has a black belt in Hapkido, Hopkido. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure exactly what that is or if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Mm-hmm. No one's been charged in his disappearance, and his dad died then in 2004. His mom is still looking for him, and they do suspect foul play in his case due to strange circumstances, and that's what I've got in this case. What do you have on this case, Brian?
Thanks, Deborah. No, I don't suspect foul play. Looking at this, it just looks like he wanted to just disappear. The first dream drawing says Kesse is gone, and I'm not sure what that means. John Ken, either the letters T-N or T-Y, took him to Kansas City Hotel. And there's a drawing of maybe the person that took him to Kansas City Hotel. Pretty simple drawing, but it's up there. If it gives any help. The second dream drawing says alive working. It says alive working at bar does not exist. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna fix something because that's not what it says on the bottom. Okay, it says alive working at bar that does not exist. Maybe at some type of illegal bar. Something might go on at that bar that maybe records aren't kept or something like that. The number 31712, West Chain Link Fence, and then the word Shawnee, which might be spelled wrong. Shawnee might be a place. That's all I have on this case, but I do think he's alive, and I don't think he was. I think he's working at this place on his own free will. That's all I got, Deborah. Anything else?
I don't have anything else for Branson. Hopefully you're right on this, and he just wants to be missing. If that is the case, I really wish he'd contact his mom and let her know that he's okay.
Okay. Oops. Let me close these down here. I forgot to save an image, so it just showed up there. Okay, our final case of the night is case number 703. This is Oliver Clare. The case was opened March 17th of 09. Deborah, is it Clar or Claire?
I'm
Claire?
not sure which way it's pronounced,
Okay,
actually.
Oliver J. Clar.
K-A-R.
Okay. All right, either way, what do you have?
Oliver has been missing since April 12, 2006 from Cleveland, Ohio. Actually, this case is one that when you started working cases with Gail, it looks to me like this is one that she had done some work on, and you had done some work on. So it was a case that you had in common. You recently, well, I say recently, in the last months here, done the dream drawings for Oliver's case. This was originally listed as teamwork case. He's listed as endangered and missing. His date of birth is April 9th of 1967. 39 years old when he went missing, 42 now. 5 feet 11 inches tall, 200 pounds. He's a Caucasian male with hazel eyes. And they say that he was last seen in Cleveland, Ohio on April 12th of 2006. His vehicle was later found abandoned, and that was about a block from his used car business.
Okay. And
the name of Oliver's used car business is Eastway Motors. That's located in the 18,100 block of St. Clair Avenue in Cleveland, Ohio. He was never heard from again. They were just able to find his car abandoned, and that's all. There's not a lot of information on him, and doesn't state here if they suspect foul play or they don't. There's just not much on him. What do you have on Oliver?
Okay, the first dream drawing says they took his car and shot him 16 times. 4 men, and then it says they are only kids, and that's underlined several times. It's probably saying that the 4 men that shot him were probably young people. The next dream drawing says was shot. That's definitely spelled wrong. Fix that one. At Baxter and East 65th Street, yellow pole. The word body, and then RR with circle around it, which would probably mean railroad camp, and then the word bell, and those are underlined. And the next dream drawing says go to 18. The word Sebent, Sebent Avenue. That's actually 2 words. The number 18. Let me fix that there. Bedroom, kitchen. He is there. Assuming the killer. I do not think that Oliver's alive. Looking at this. Then some research here. We did find the exact location as far as this dream drawing goes, and that is posted on the case file. You found it, Deborah.
I remember researching this one, and the places that you listed on your dream drawing, actually, those streets and those places actually exist. They were quite easy to pull up on mapping.
Okay. A lot of times they don't, but when they do, I mean, this definitely to me means something. I mean, that goes beyond coincidence. I think this definitely has something to do with this. So there's that map. I guess if nothing happens in a couple of days, we should do a redo on this one too. I know we're so behind on redos and everything else.
There's no way to ever catch up, I don't think. And there just doesn't seem to be an end in sight. People just don't stop going missing.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's a fact of life, I guess. But anyways, that's our cases for tonight. And let me see. Let me just close these. A little problem with my graphics, but it was nothing like last night. The show last night, Deborah, sucked. It was terrible, and I really think we should maybe redo that to, out of respect to the people that we did. We had so many problems, technical problems, and everything else. They don't know if we should keep it up there, but we'll keep it. What do you think? It wasn't one of our best.
I'm willing to do a redo on it. We might be able to, put out a little more information or put it out in a better format. It was frustrating when there's audio problems and computer issues and all of that. It turned out to be quite a painful experience to do that show, to be honest.
Right. I've got the cat on my shoulders now, at least it was. Goes right to sleep. That's pretty cool.
Thank you to all of those listening that bear with it. Bear with us while it,
I could not.
Technical issues.
I could not wait for it to be over with.
Oh, I couldn't either.
I mean, that was. I've got Aji's picture up on the screen. I did look. There was a couple. Well, there were blogs, but some people were posting stuff, which is good. One I'm talking about, could a python have taken him and smothered him or something like that? Deborah, I don't think so. What do you think? I don't even think an alligator. I just think that with nothing being found, that doesn't seem like what would happen with any type of wildlife. Do you?
Hey, honestly, we've talked about what we're hoping for, and what we're hoping for is actually not good.
We're hoping for an abduction.
It was a matter of days after he went missing due to the temperatures down there at the time, because it was January. He's been missing since January 10th of this year. Mm-hmm. With the temperatures in Florida, they were hitting freezing at night, and due to his disability of functioning at about age 2, we actually began to hope after a few days that he was abducted. Even if he was abducted by a pedophile, at least the little guy's alive. And it's terrible to have to say that, but that's a better alternative than him being harmed in some way, you know, as far as deceased or something happened to him.
You know, the sad thing that he could be just a state over, or 20 miles away, and really, no one really still knows he's missing.
I hope he's playing. He's having a great time playing video games and Legos or whatever he's doing, and he just can't tell someone that he's missing. So it's easy for someone to, have him with them. They could be taking him out in public, and he can't say, "I want to go home."
No, he can't.
He can't talk to everybody, and that's why I think his case needs attention. Aji is developmentally disabled, and I don't know what part of that people don't seem to understand. We need more attention on people that are handicapped or disabled when they go missing. He can't help himself, and his parents and grandparents don't speak English. They live in the farm workers village there, and they speak Haitian Creole, and that's what Aji speaks. They need some extra help here. They are citizens of the United States of America. They're hardworking people. They need some help, and little Aji deserves better than what he's getting from the media. I'm sorry, but it really bothers me. And for those in the media that have given him coverage, a big thank you. For those that haven't, shame on you. And I'm going to stop now.
Okay, you heard it, guys. Deborah speaking from her heart, and it's true. So we can make a difference. Like I said, go to findaji.com, print his picture out, and wherever you can. You post it on make a blog. Just make an internet blog, and post his picture up there. Go into the chat rooms. Go to anything. The key is to get his picture out there and his name. And if anybody spots him, call 1-800-THE-LOST or local sheriff's department. And the local, I know the sheriff's department is doing everything that they can to help find him. You might not know that, but I just got an article saying that the local sheriff's department is working with children now. They are doing some type of Deborah, help me out. Were they doing some type? They're helping him out. What were they doing?
To be honest, I
don't probably didn't read it. They had scheduled an event with the kids a couple months ago, but all that was put on hold because Aji went missing. Some type of event that they were doing with the kids. So that put a hold on that. So I mean, I don't, from Immokalee, I don't know how many people are actually involved in the local law enforcement. I guarantee it's not too much. So they're probably doing everything that they can, and they need help. However they can get it. They're always willing to for somebody to help them out. Obviously the maps that we have, they've been searched. At least I hope they have. and nothing was there, which is a good sign. That's a good sign. He's not there. It means he's somewhere. Okay,
right.
so
and Gail's talking about being down there again in 2 or
Again.
3 months. I certainly
Right.
hope it doesn't come to that. I hope he's found by then.
right. Okay, so that's at findaji.com, ADJI.com, FINDADJI.com. We really need you to go there. Thank you. Thanks, Deborah. Thanks, Kevin, and thank you, Gail. I know Gail's gone, but we'll see you we won't see you tomorrow. We'll see you Sunday night at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Missing Persons TV. Good night.
Good night.